We're going to use rectangles again to help us solve a more complicated multiplication now, where we're multiplying a one-digit number by a three-digit number. There's our rectangle for the whole amount, but we're going to break this down into smaller chunks. We're going to look at our hundreds first. So our first rectangle is going to be 300 long. Our second rectangle will be our tens, which is, there are 4 tens, so that's 40. And we're going to use the number in our units column, the 7, for the last rectangle. So we've broken our rectangle into 300 plus 40 plus 7. So let's work out the area of rectangle 1 now. 3 multiplied by 300, well, 3 times 3 is 9, but they're hundreds, so we have 900 for that great big rectangle. For our second rectangle, we have 3 multiplied by 40, which is 3 multiplied by 4 tens, which is 12 tens or 120. And our smallest rectangle is 3 multiplied by 7, which equals 21. So let's think about all together now. We have 3 rectangles that we need to add together. Our total area then is 900 for rectangle 1, 120 for rectangle 2, and 21 for rectangle 3. 900 plus 100 is 1000, plus another 20 is 1020, plus another 21 is 1041. So we actually know that 3 multiplied by 347 equals 1041. Now what we're going to do is solve this using a vertical algorithm. It's the same problem, 3 multiplied by 347. If we partitioned this, we could multiply each part separately. Well, a vertical algorithm is a little bit similar. We write our large number on the top usually, and then we multiply it by our smaller number, and we make sure we line up our digits. So let's get started. We always start from the right-hand side, and in this case, we're going to multiply 3 by everything on the line above it. We start here, 3 times 7. Well, 3 sevens are 21, so we have 21 units. But just like we do in other problems, we can't write 21 here, so we think of regrouping. Let's take 20 of the units and actually make 2 of the tens, or regroup or trade. Those 2 tens, we're going to sit up there because we're going to have to add them on later. So at the moment, we're going to move left. We multiplied our 3 by 7 in the units place. Now what we need to do is multiply it by the next number, which is 4 in the tens place. But we're going to multiply it by 3, and that gives us 12 of the tens. But remember we grouped 2 before? We need to add those on. So if we add our 2 onto the 12, we get 14 in the tens place. Now we can't write 14, so we're going to break that into 10 and 4. 10 of the tens is the same as 1 of the hundreds, so we're going to regroup or trade and leave our 4 in the tens place. Now remember, we multiplied our 3 by the 4 in the tens place, and now what we're going to do is move left again. We multiply the 3 by the number in the hundreds place, just like partitioning. We've got 3 of the hundreds, and we've got 3 times 3 of the hundreds. So 3 threes are 9 of the hundreds, but remember we regrouped some tens, so we've actually got 9 plus 1 that we're adding on, and that means there's 10 of the hundreds. Now we can write that like that because the 1 or 10 of the hundreds is like 1 of the thousands, and that's sitting in the correct place now. So 3 times 347 equals 1041. It's the same answer that we got when we solved it using the area method.